Hello Sharks, my name is David Patrick and this is my business partner Zach Fleischman, and we're here today seeking $100,000 in exchange for 5% of our company, Shark Wheel.
This is the wheel, and it's been around for over 5,000 years. But if you think about it, the current wheel has many limitations. For example, thin wheels are fast, but they don't grip well. And wide wheels grip, but they're slow and heavy. Why can't we have one wheel that just does it all? After 5,000 years, I think we deserve an upgrade. But unfortunately, no one's been able to figure it out. Not Einstein, not Da Vinci, and not even you, Mr. Wonderful.
But I did. I reinvented the wheel, literally. I came up with a mathematically balanced design that's based on a cube. Now I know you're gonna think, how could a design based on a cube even roll? But take a look. We discovered that not only did our wheel roll, it rolled better than a traditional wheel. We came up with a wheel that's faster, has more grip, lasts longer, and goes over virtually any terrain.
But we wouldn't be naive enough to show up with just an idea.
We started out to prove our wheel was the best by going into one of the largest consumer wheel industries, skateboard wheels. And the Shark wheel is winning rave reviews. Our wheels are faster, have better grip, and are smoother over any sort of pavement, something no other wheel can do. But this is just one of the industries that we're in. This is our skateboard wheel. This is the wheel that we're selling worldwide right now. It's one of the fastest wheels on the market. Coming up now is our mid-size wheel. This is on a stroller. It makes the stroller easier to push. Next up, this is our large-size wheel. This goes on any terrain, through sand, through mud, through grass, and it just looks awesome. Sharks, I want to welcome you to what is nothing less than the reinvention of the wheel.
Is this for real?
Can I get up and pull it? Because
Absolutely.
when I watched her pulling it,
It looks like a, oh, let's go back to, can we find it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, wow, it looks so weird. Like, it looks like an optical illusion or something like that. Very cool, though. I vaguely remember watching this pitch like back in 2014, but here we are. It was suggested by one of you in the super community, so I appreciate the suggestions, especially as we get into Shark Tank season ending in like a week or so. So love to have the suggestions. Keep the channel moving until we get to the next season in September. So looking forward to season 15 of Shark Tank just around the corner here. But in the meantime, we got a lot of videos, a lot of things to break down. So I could just random scatter shot, or you could suggest them to me. This is a pretty like incredible idea. It does look like a cube, right? But I'm if I had to guess, I kind of vaguely remember it, like it has to do with the balancing and being able to have more flexibility, I guess, of rolling, or so it's not necessarily trying to cut through. It's constantly giving a different look to where you're rolling it. I almost wonder, should they have had a sand pit in there, and how does that roll in a sand pit? Because that would be like if it acts almost like a tread versus a wheel, because wheels don't pull real well through the sand, but tread, obviously would work better in the sand. So I'm really curious. We're gonna check out their website, social media at the end, as well as feature one of your comments from down below in the super community at the end of this video.
I want to welcome you to what is nothing less than the reinvention of the wheel.
Is this for real?
can I get up and pull it? Because when I watched her pulling it,
it looks wobbly.
It looked to me, right, it looks wobbly, and it looks like it actually doesn't glide smoother.
I'm gonna try this one.
And it's bizarre. But actually, this does feel very, very, very light.
Please, get on.
I just had my ACL replaced. As much as I want to ride that thing.
Well, I hate to be a killjoy, but as I push this, it's going like this.
That's a prototype. We do have to unfortunately explain for the tread on it. The only thing we have that is our production wheels are the skateboard wheels, and I defy anyone to go on those and see anything other than perfection.
You understand, though, why we're testing
Absolutely,
these,
and I want you to. This
to
is something
reinvent the wheel is a big
We're
thing.
super proud of what we are. We know this is our marquee product that we've already fleshed out, and we're ready to go into these. We've got big deals working, and I'm dying to talk about it.
Have you
I'm really curious, like, because this is season 6 of Shark Tank. I'm really curious if they have. If those ever came to fruition. So I'm curious, we'll see them on their website. I mean, I see they have like over there on the right, you could see a golf bag on wheels. So I mean, that would have to go through grass and maybe sand. You wouldn't necessarily take it through sand, but I guess depends on what the golf course you're playing at is.
been selling anywhere?
Yes, we've been selling the wheels worldwide through the internet.
I'm trying to figure out, does the world need this solution? The big premise of your presentation when you came out is that the 5,000-year-old wheel is defective in some way.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the regular wheel, but there's millions of different types of wheels. The geometry of our wheel gives us the equivalent of a skinny tire when it's just running on a hard pavement, but a fat tire when it starts to slip. We last longer, and we're faster. This shape, one little shape, it's a perfect circle, a perfect sphere, a perfect cube, a square, and, you know, a sine wave.
But the question is, who cares?
Okay, well, in the skateboard industry, there's a number one thing that happens. Hit a rock, you're going over it.
Would you not go over if you hit a rock with that?
No rocks, no problem. We just go right over them like butter.
How did you come up?
So that's where, again, we talked, I mentioned the sand example. You need to give put some rocks out, like get a skateboard and just have somebody push it or have somebody go through the rocks. You have a skateboard person set up with a helmet and everything right there. Or, maybe Robert should have been out there. He would have tried to ride the skateboard maybe.
With this, are you a scientist?
I have no degrees. I have none of the things that would normally lead you to be who I am.
Not a problem.
But it ended up, this huge idea hits me.
But Dave, the sales so far are basically on the skateboard, right?
Yes, 100%. This is our first product that we came to market
And how
with.
many have you sold?
We sold over 4,000 units
How many
of
dollars
just our
is that?
skateboard wheel. That's $183,000.
Really?
In 4 months.
How much you making
there
them for and
you
how
go.
much you selling them for?
Make them for 12, sell them for 69. The meatiest part of this is we haven't talked about industrial uses. Bugaboo strollers came to us.
We're doing a deal with Razor Scooter.
I can't decide if this is nut bar factor 6.2 or you have something here. I don't know. But here's how I'm going to structure the deal to reflect my concern that you're a nut bar factor 6.2. All right, because this is definitely a royalty deal. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give you $100,000. You're going to pay me 10% of revenue until I make back $500,000. Then the royalty disappears. But to keep me engaged and in love with you, you're going to give me 2.5% of the company today. That way I care about you at least a little bit.
Thank you for your offer. We really appreciate it.
So
Yeah, so exciting there. A whole $100,000, and we gotta rake them over for 10% royalty till we get $500,000, and then you're just gonna give me 2.5% instead of your 5%. God, that's like, that's assuming that nobody else is going to be interested in giving a deal, which we're talking about the reinvention of the wheel here, which there is another Shark Tank video. I can't think of the name, but they did like the space age wheel or something like that. Where was it the airless tire? So I'll probably link that one at the end of this video.
this could be great, but I got up, I wheeled them around, but they were a little wobbly. Also, watching them, kind of dizzying for me. I am out.
Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Wow.
You know what?
All right.
I'm where Kevin's at. I think that you guys are either crazy or geniuses. I'll give you $100,000 for 20%, and I'll take over all the licensing for you. But contingent on you showing me real paper from the companies you mentioned with real offers, and I will put my licensing division
I have
to
no
work.
contingencies. You're either nuts or we're going to make a lot of money together.
But I'm going to go to work.
But he wants his money back.
I always want my money back.
Okay, so I will offer you $100,000 for 15%. However, my contingency is I need to have a a couple of my buddies take this thing for a rip downhilling, and if they sign off on it, then that's my diligence.
So you have 3 offers, only one has no contingency.
I mean, the reality is there's a lot more due diligence than just taking a skateboard down. It just sounds like the classic, like, you know, action sports bro type of thing. Yeah, it's just how some of our friends take it for a ride. If they like it, yeah, I'm all for it. Well, there's a lot more to it than just that, because you're gotta make sure that you're, you know, there's the education process, right? You're educating people on it. You know, as Lori said, it's kind of dizzying to look at it, but you're not looking at it when you're riding it. Maybe that's why we haven't got them on cars yet, or we'll maybe ever get them on cars. I don't know. It's pretty. It's pretty ingenious, like that it even rolls, that it even works to begin with.
We do have investors in. We've raised $603,000 to date.
When were you going to tell us that?
Now, 3 of the investors came in at a $10 million valuation.
Guys,
So
listen,
you have 3
my
offers
BS
on the
meter is
table.
going through the roof right now. You've already raised money. You didn't tell us in the last minute.
Yeah, and at a $10 million valuation, they're coming to the tank looking for a $2 million valuation. That's not, I mean, I get offering a discount. That is a huge discount, and I don't know that they would, you know, Kevin's deal is probably not even realistic.
You got so many people around you. I'm getting scared right now. So I'm taking my offer off the table. I'm out.
Just like that, boom, gone.
That was a TV moment.
2
there.
offers. Kevin's offer is a 10% royalty until he makes back $500,000, and Nick's offer is $100,000 for a 15% stake.
So, as often happens in the Shark Tank, the waters can get choppy. And I think because I'm interested in this, I don't know what Cuban's doing yet, I'm going to reach out to Nick and say, hey, listen, you know, rather than compete with you, why don't you join me in my deal? But
boy.
unfortunately, we're going to need 5% equity, 2.5 each, because I know he won't get up either unless he gets at least 2.5. So, what I would do is provide a little bit more dough, okay? Raise it up to 150,000. We'll go 50-50 if you're on board for this. 75K to you.
All right. I like that. I'll do that deal.
You coming in
I
with
think, to me, you missed the boat on working with just Nick there.
me on this?
I'll come in with you on
All
it.
right, we got 2 now.
What if I came in, Kevin, and we do it 3 ways?
Definitely. Let's do it 3 ways. That way there's no competition. All right, now you've got 3 sharks. Here's how it's going to work. 225,000 for
right.
7.5% of your company. We're going to split it 3 ways, 2.5% each. The 10% royalty remains in place until we recoup 500,000, which we're also going to split 3 ways. Very simple deal for you to decide on right now.
That is a simple yes.
Deal.
That's much better.
It's
Yeah.
exactly what we wanted. And let me tell you something, guys. That is the deal we wanted.
Congratulations.
I just love, like, you know, doing deals with you guys because it closes while I'm still trying to figure out the damn structure.
What's happening?
What was the deal again?
We just went into the Shark Tank. We told them that we'd reinvented the wheel. We got called a little crazy, but we walked out with the 3 best partners we could have ever hoped for.
1,000%. All right, let's check out where they're at now. So when you go to sharkwheel.com, you got the ad scene right at the top. You got pictures with people using the wheels. Like, you know, you watch this channel, you know I love seeing faces. So we got shop wheels, shop boards. They're also selling boards. They got a farming wheel. What is a farming wheel? Okay, so oh wow, it's like for like the sprinkler systems out there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So they actually, you can get it by a dealer. Okay, so if I click buy now, so it just shows you. Holy cow! Look how many. They got a lot of distribution out there. That is phenomenal. Ding ding on that. Obviously, it's from season 6, so it's been a minute since they were on the show. So they got bundles. It still seems like they're pretty heavily vested in the what's it called? the skateboard wheels. But let's see what else they got here. So they also have an electric board. They got pallet jack wheels. Now that is a cool idea because as somebody who has used the pallet jack many thousands, if not more, tens of thousands of times in my life, growing up in the warehouse in my family's business, and all that. A rock, a little tiny pebble, boom, stops. The whole pallet jack comes to a halt. So that is a phenomenal idea. But how do you get now selling load wheels and drive wheels in Class 1-5? Do you have to contact them for that? Okay, so maybe it's like a custom thing that they're making. They got clear boards. Let's see, quad skates. What's trucks? What do they got for like for skateboards? Outdoor flying discs. It's probably there's no price listed. That's wild. So I guess a different kind of frisbee. Hoodies, t-shirts. They got luggage and golf bags. So okay, so wow. Now is that the whole? Yeah, I guess you have to buy the whole luggage. That's pretty sweet. And then a golf bag on sale for $429. PGA. It seems like there's a lot going on here. Like you're trying to market, to a lot of different avatars all through one. But I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm surprised. I guess they don't have the wheels for like the baby strollers or anything else like that. But they do have an electric skateboard, which, I mean, if you're familiar, you're on YouTube, so if you're familiar with Casey Neistat, then you're familiar with the I don't even remember what they're called now. That electric skateboard company. Actually, didn't they go out of business? They might have gone out of business, or maybe there was a competing one that went out of business like a few years back. But they got their own 10-second swappable battery, electric recharge. So they have, is that just for the battery? Yeah, the battery's $350. The skateboard with a 26-mile range is a boosted board. That's it. Is boosted board still around? I thought I seen that no, I guess it was one of their competitors that went under. Yeah, one of the competitors went under like a while back. Evolve, All Terrain. Anyway, we got, so to get to their social media, I went to their contact page. There was nothing there. I didn't see anything at the top or the bottom of the site. So I just had to Google their Instagram to see what was on. Seems like they're posting May the 4th be with you. So that was just a couple days ago. And they got, quite a bit of engagement on some of these posts, going, 49,900 followers total. And I went to TikTok, so I was like, they got to be on TikTok. And it seems like hashtag Shark Wheel has 9.5 million views. So definitely getting represented out there, even if I wasn't able. They do have a channel. Okay, let's see. Shark Wheel. So 2,800 followers or 14,000 likes, which is not bad, but comparatively speaking to the 9.5 million views that they're getting across TikTok is pretty incredible. Anyway, David, Zach, I'd love to have you come on the show for an interview. Just drop a comment down below like Manuel here. It says, hey, Joe, I'm from Mexico City and watch your videos every day. Blessings. Thank you so much, Manuel, for being a part of the super community. It's so cool to know that we're reaching into Mexico City. Means the world to me to know that people in the super community doing amazing things, and learning and growing and being a better person for themselves, their families, and their communities, which is all what it means to be super, is awesome to know. So I appreciate you, man. And I'll see you in one of these two videos over here. Take care and go be super.